All right, guys, this is Norval Central coming back to you with another YouTube video, and I really appreciate all the love and support so far on my subscribers, as well as my likes, everything so far as I've made my return back to YouTube. But I really appreciate everyone's love and support. Let's go ahead and get straight into the video. So obviously today we did not have any recruits as I'm recording this for Florida State football, but chances are we could have some pretty good news coming up in the next couple of days or even the next couple of hours as well, as a guy like Jaden O'Neal is a four-star quarterback, Oklahoma commit, could possibly be committing to Florida State, as well as, guess what? Devin Carter, a four-star wide receiver. He used to be a Florida State Seminole commit from Douglasville, Georgia. Was a guy that Florida State really liked in the recruiting process, but unfortunately decommitted from Florida State. His dad was actually a running back at Florida State back in the 90s. So I'm kind of excited to see what Florida State does in terms of that if they're able to get him. But Zach Blostein from Knowles 24/7 actually put in a crystal ball prediction. This is kind of an unusual one because he actually did his official visit on June the 6th. His dad came with him. He really enjoyed the visit. But then he got to an official visit for North Carolina, and then he turned around and got one for Auburn, the team that he's committed to right now. So it's just a wonder if Auburn is actually going to take him in this class. They're not really that serious about him. But I mean, overall, I do like Devin Carter a lot. I definitely think that he's that kind of go-to guy. He even talked about in his exit interview how Malzahn was talking about he was going to be that go-to guy. Jet sweeps, slants, drags, curls, everything that you can think of, he's going to be that go-to guy. At 6'1", 175 pounds, we'll kind of see how he kind of factors into the offense because Florida State has a lot of receivers that are kind of the exact same. You got a guy like four-star Brandon Miller, or Brandon Bennett, excuse me, out of American Heritage, who he's 6'1", 170 pounds. Ephraim White is another guy from Vero Beach. He's 6'1", 165 pounds. We'll kind of see how that recruitment goes as he's kind of battling with schools like Notre Dame, and he's been committed since 2023. So you're just trying to figure out what you have in him. And then you also have Darian Williamson as well. He's about a 6 foot receiver from Tampa, Florida, who just actually locked down his commitment with Florida State. So you got three wide receivers already on in your rotation in your recruiting class at this point. Hopefully they kind of all stick, but just overall, just kind of seeing what Devin Carter is as a receiver, you would kind of wish that Florida State would kind of go after a 6'4" receiver or a 6'3" receiver, more of a tall, physical kind of guy because you have a lot of those speedy 6 foot, 6'1" receivers. I kind of want to see how Florida State does with that, but overall, I am excited about Devin Carter. I think he is a good prospect. I don't really think this is a situation where just Auburn just doesn't want him. Because, I mean, he's only been committed since January 11th of 2025. So, I mean, he's only been committed for about 5 months now at this point. So, really just trying to figure out what he is as a prospect. He's a top 150 prospect. So, very good receiver in the state of Georgia. But I just kind of want to see what Florida State does in terms of if another receiver goes or if they even add a fifth receiver, what is it going to look like? Is they going to go after a physical receiver, a little bit more with a little bit more size? We'll kind of see how it goes. But I think Florida State's offense is going to start to round out in shape, and I'm kind of excited to see if they're able to get Jaden O'Neal in the next day or two to kind of solidify that offense and kind of get fans excited about the quarterback recruitment because we've kind of noticed that quarterbacks at Florida State so far have not been great other than Jordan Travis. So you want to see that quarterback recruit and commit be something special. So realistically, in the Mike Norvell era, you really want to see legacy recruits go to Florida State, like a Devin Carter, for example, four-star wide receiver that's kind of close by. And also his dad played for the university. So just kind of excited to see what Florida State's going to do in that recruitment as well. Hopefully going to have over a top 10 recruiting class, but we'll definitely see with that. But I'm super excited to see how Florida State football turns out this season as we kind of go throughout the year. And hopefully we can actually start it out with a bang against Alabama and then just have these recruits kind of excited about the future of Florida State. And I hope that each and every one of you enjoyed the video today. Be sure to like, hit the subscribe button, and also comment your thoughts on what you think about the Devin Carter recruitment. Do you think he might come to Florida State? Do you think he might stick it out at Auburn? Do you think maybe North Carolina might be stuck in the fold? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, go Noles.